Hello and welcome to one more episode with me, Samer. So today I'm super excited. This is on a whim type of video. I opened my mobile. I was hearing everyone's getting access to the new voice model from OpenAI. I didn't have that, and then I read on Twitter or X that some people are deleting the application, re-downloading it, and then once you log in, you will have access to the model. So I've done that. It worked for me. I don't know if it will work for everyone, but try it out if you are a Plus user. So what OpenAI are promising is that by the end of this week, all Plus users will have access to the new voice model. So, once I've seen the screen that I'll show you now, I didn't touch it because I wanted to test the model live with you, my audience, so you can get my first impressions and see how it goes, honestly. So let's go check it out together. And what I'm going to do today is maybe give it something related to business, learning, which I think is such models will be the biggest disruptor to areas like learning, where you can actually learn a lot from it. Always be careful when you're learning from AI. And then maybe something fun where I test out the accents that this model can make, storytelling, and other things. Don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel, and share the video if you enjoy it. And without any further ado, let's just jump right in. Okay, so this is the screen that I got today. I took a screenshot of it just to show you. So I'm gonna use Mac's new mirroring feature where I can show you my mobile. It's gonna show as a small device, but it will give you the idea at least when I talk to the model rather than just holding my phone and showing it to you on the camera. So once you get the model, you get this screen that says, "Hello to advanced voice mode. Natural conversations, senses and response to interruptions, humor, and more. Multiple voices, offers an expanded set of voices to choose from, personalized to you, and then you're in control." Okay. And then you hit continue, apparently, and we move forward. So let me do that on the app, and we'll start having a conversation with the new voice model. Okay, so I understand it might not be super visible. I'll try to enlarge it in post, but you can see this is the mirrored version of my iPhone. I have opened ChatGPT and still I have the screen up. So I didn't test it yet, and we'll test it together. So let's hit get started and start talking to it. Okay, let's talk to it. I'm going to talk to it in the old fashioned way through the mobile with you looking at me and listening to the sounds, because I couldn't figure out how to connect the mic of the PC through the mirrored iPhone. Don't worry about that. I think this will work fine. So let me start the conversation. Hello there.
Hey, Samer. How's it going? What's on your mind today?
So today I got access to you, apparently the new voice model in OpenAI, and I'm just interested to see what you can do for me.
That's exciting. With OpenAI's latest voice model, we can chat more naturally. I can help with brainstorming ideas for your YouTube channel, offering tech insights, or even discussing the latest in AI and automation. What would you like to dive into?
Okay, so let's start with something that is useful actually. So if I have a supplier that is doing some work for me, and that supplier is claiming more money for work that I believe in the contract is not valid request for them to ask for or claim, how do you usually recommend people to handle such a situation?
This is a common issue in procurement. Here's a practical approach. First, review the contract thoroughly to confirm your understanding. Look for clauses related to scope of work, payment terms, and change orders. Then, have a conversation with the supplier to understand their perspective.
Let me stop you there. This supplier, the problem I have with them is that they supply a service that are not commonly available in the location where I am, which is Dubai. So they're somehow kind of sole source type of situation we are facing with them. So that should be maybe a different way of approaching it. Just going by terms and conditions maybe will not cut it. What do you think?
Got it. With the sole source supplier in Dubai, the leverage points are a bit different. In this case, it's crucial to maintain a strong relationship while also being firm. Express your concerns clearly. backed by specific contract references. At the same time, explore mutually beneficial solutions, like negotiating a discount for long-term collaboration. Also, consider seeking external advice or mediation to find a fair resolution. How does that sound?
Sounds promising. So, okay, let's switch gears a little bit here. I want to see, how can dealing with you as a model be useful for me in learning? So, I always struggle when I try to understand the difference between AI, machine learning, and deep learning. Now, I understand them, I think, to some extent. So, AI basically is that set of the models built over the artificial neural networks, while machine learning is more on the algorithm side of things, where it tries to look for trends in data or cluster data in a way that will give us better insight. While deep learning, it's basically much deeper neural networks that crunch complex data to give us some intelligence eventually. Is that a correct way of really telling the difference between them? I keep getting confused. How can you make me understand it in a much easier way?
Great effort in distinguishing between AI, machine learning, and deep learning. Let's simplify it a bit more. One is AI, like the broad concept of creating smart machines. Think of it as the big umbrella. Machine learning, ML, is a subset of AI. It's about algorithms learning from data to make predictions or decisions without being explicitly programmed for specific tasks. And deep learning is a further subset of ML. It uses neural networks with many layers, hence deep, to analyze complex patterns and data. It's especially good for tasks like image recognition or natural language processing. Imagine AI as the entire cake, machine learning as a rich, decadent layer within that slice. Does that clarify things a bit more?
Yeah, it's much better. So, give me the most common machine learning algorithm used for basically projecting and forecasting trends and in numbers, basically. For example, spend numbers.
For projecting and forecasting numeric trends like spin numbers, a popular machine learning algorithm is linear regression. It's relatively simple but powerful for identifying relationships between variables and making predictions. For more complex scenarios, techniques like random forest or gradient boosting are also widely used, as they can handle nonlinear patterns and interactions more effectively. Have you tried any of these in your work?
Well, I've tried linear regression and I've tried decision tree. Okay, so how would you explain linear regression in mathematical terms?
Sure. Linear regression in mathematical terms aims to find the line that best fits your data.
Okay,
This
so
line is
before you carry on, can you do the explanation in a Scottish accent for me?
Absolutely, I can give that a go. So, linear regression finds the best fit line for your data. In mathematical terms, it's y equals b0 plus b.
That's not really a Scottish accent. Can you be really Scottish?
Let me give it another try. In linear regression, we're looking for the best fit line through our data point. The equation is y equals b0 plus b1 times x, where b0 is the intercept and b1 is the slope. How's that for a Scottish touch?
That's good. Okay, so let's move to something interesting, less business, more fun. Tell me a story that will make me confused, happy, and sad at the same time. I want to see lots of emotion in that storytelling and do it in an Italian accent. So, English in an Italian accent.
An emotional roller coaster, Italian style. In a small village in Tuscany, there lived a young man named Luca. Luca had a dream of opening the finest trattoria, where everyone would taste his grandmother's recipes. But he was poor, and the village laughed at his ambition. One day, Luca found an old, dusty cookbook in his attic with a mysterious.
Can you switch to an Egyptian accent?
Sure, let me switch it up for you. So, Luca found this old cookbook with a mysterious pasta recipe. He decided to cook it. Okay. So Luca cooked the pasta, and it was so delicious that the whole village came to taste it. They were confused because how could such a young man create something so wonderful? Happy because they had never tasted anything like it, and sad because they realized they had underestimated Luca all along. It was a roller coaster of emotions.
So can you spend 10 seconds just laughing for me? Crazy good. Okay.
Glad you enjoy.
No, I'm
What's
enjoying. I'm enjoying the conversation. So thank you. I'm gonna switch you off for now, and I'll get back to you really soon.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Feel free to come back anytime. Take care, Sander.
Tell me this wasn't amazing. So, you can talk to it, you can learn from it. It might make you or get you to laugh. So it changes your mood, tell you stories. Putting all of that aside, I think there will be concerns of emotional attachment for some people, but the potential is big and the disruption is bigger, I think. So this is just the first view of such model. I think the better those get, things like learning. I'd rather speak while I'm driving to such an agent and learn things about AI, especially later on when we know that it's safer to do such learning process through these models. Rather than listening to an audiobook or doing something else. My preference, this has a wealth of information behind it. It's a large language model at the end of the day. It will make that kind of content for you to teach you in something that you prefer, a way that you prefer, or a slang that you understand. So it is something, honestly, we never had before. So I hope you enjoyed it. For me, it was an interesting interaction with the model. I'm gonna do it again on my spare time. I'm gonna play around with it and see what I get. I might do a second or third video around that. I hope you enjoyed this quick episode, sharing my first impression on this crazy good voice model. It was worthwhile the wait. I got frustrated at the end, but that was worthwhile, honestly. And I hope you enjoyed it. Do not forget to like, share, put a comment, and do not forget to subscribe. Most importantly, thank you for watching and goodbye.